We honor you. We magnify you. Great exhibition, beautiful clinic.
Great job, man. Fucking amazing job. Number one journalist of the year, interview of the year, question of the year. Amazing job at WBC Convention, man. And you did it with class. Like, it's my job. You gotta answer my question.
You gonna shower, Devin? You gonna shower? Say it again. You gonna shower?
What the hell is a franchise champion? And we still need questions.
I think they put out a press release today.
Oh, finally! I did that.
I ain't read it, but I seen the titles.
Because I went to the website, Vasil Lomachenko was still the champion.
No, because the website not updated.
Not
Oh, not updated.
It's not updated. The rankings is updated, but it's updated via
Kevin, come on.
Talks about training camp for November 9th for Staples Center. KSI versus Loma rematch.
Hey, check in and get my story. Or somebody get my story.
Yeah, get the story. Get my
No, it's good. Say it again. Question.
Camp for November 9th, KSI rematch.
Camp's going great. I feel good in this camp. You know, I didn't take much time off of my last fight, so I'm back in the ring. You know, fast. I feel good and I feel ready.
Yeah, you're going in there as a world champion now, man. You didn't get it the way that you want, I would imagine, but you're a champion nonetheless. Going in there feeling any type of way, man, having to defend this real belt now?
I mean, it's crazy that, you know, I'm world champion and I'm going in there with like a chip on my shoulder, you know, because some of the boxing world think that, you know, I deserve it, and some of the boxing world think that I don't deserve it. But at the end of the day, I won an interim belt, so if Lomachenko was to vacate, I still was going to become world champion. No matter if they made the franchise or whatever they did, I was going to be world champion if he didn't fight me. So, you know, it's all right. I'm going in there. I'm going into November 9th with a chip on my shoulder. I feel like, you know, that this performance needs to, you know, show the boxing fans that I'm in this position for a reason.
You've been boxing your whole life. Obviously, you look very excited when they told you that you were being upgraded to the real WBC champion, and Lomachenko's being bumped up to the WBC franchise champion. How happy were you, man, just to get that?
I mean, I was very happy. You know, I've been boxing for a long time. This is a dream come true for me. You know, if you're in the sport, you know, you want to become a world champion. You know, so this is my first world title, and it didn't happen the way that I thought it would. But you know, I'm happy to become a world champion. I've worked my way up to the #1 spot. I beat the number 2 guy. The only other person to beat was Lomachenko. And whatever situation with the franchise, however that happened, it's okay. I'm world champion, and I'm willing to fight anybody. And if anybody in the top 15, I don't want to hear about anybody in any further than that. If they have something to say, then we can make the fight happen. If not, then they can shut their mouth.
I know Lomachenko, last one. I know Lomachenko didn't ask to be a WBC franchise champion.
He did.
How do you feel about that?
Lomachenko and his team did. They asked to become the franchise. As you guys saw, that Carl Moretti even, you know, said that they are happy about him becoming a franchise. They wanted it to happen, and it's not that many coincidences in the world. You know, he obviously knew that if it didn't happen like that, I would be his mandatory, and he would have to come see me.
You feel he ducked you?
He's boxing.
Yeah. You mentioned Carl Moretti, so you obviously saw the interview that Ness behind you did.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when he called you a good prospect?
I mean, I took it as disrespect because at the end of the day, you know, I'm world champion. I'm the mandatory for your guys' number 1 pound for pound on their list. So I took it as disrespect. He seems bitter for some reason. Obviously, he said that it was because I wanted too much money or anything like that, you know, when they wanted to sign me. But it's okay, you know, if I was a prospect, a good little prospect, then they would get me out the way and they would shut me up. So I must be more than a prospect.
You didn't say Lomachenko ducked you. Do you think the franchise that helps him avoid you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I feel like, you know, that they felt like it was some easier fights out there, and they really didn't want to take the risk in fighting me. And like I felt with Luke Campbell has been running his mouth saying, you know, he was upset about it or anything and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we could have made that fight happen. I wanted to make that fight happen before Lomachenko and him, the fight was announced or whatever. He was number 1, I was number 3. I wanted to make the fight happen. Abdulev was going to step aside, you know, for us to make the fight happen, but he wanted to wait and wait and wait. He felt that if if he was going to take a chance at fighting a fighter like me, why not fight Lomachenko and gain more? So he can run his mouth as much as he wants, but he knows the truth.
WBC, he alluded to that you were a kid.
Who?
The WBC, correct?
What
word did he use? It's a Spanish
In
word.
Spanish, he said, jovencito.
That means you're young. That means you're young.
Like
Means he's a youngin'.
Oh yeah. Well,
Do you think that your youth is a hindrance or a positive as it relates to the sport of boxing?
I mean, it's definitely a positive. Right now, I'm a young monster, and I'm hungry. I got youth on my side. I'm only getting better and better every day, and I feel like it's a great thing.
And in my opinion, I think that they're setting y'all up to fight each other because Tank is number 1 now. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Tank is number 1 mandatory. Maybe they don't want Lomachenko to get the wear and tear. And you're going to let these guys be murderers, bro. Let these guys fight each other and Lomachenko sail off in his yacht.
But at the end of the day, I don't know how he can be how Tank can be my mandatory when he's fighting for the WBA or whatever belt he's fighting, WBA regular title or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot of politics. It's a lot of stuff that go on. I'm just happy that I'm world champion, and I'm willing to fight whoever, no matter who it is.
How'd you find out?
I keep hearing everybody say from email that I found out from email. I don't know who started that rumor or nothing like that, but our team was down there, and we had an idea that it was going to happen. We knew that either they were going to mandate the fight or whatever, that they were going to mandate or they were going to bump me up. But I was actually going to go to Cancun, Mexico, but I missed my flight. So, it wasn't through an email. Somebody told me over the phone.
So I guess like I want to touch a little bit off what you said about your age. You're very young. As well, you feel you're ready for the top names, but like you said, how do you really feel about your age, playing a role in all this? That maybe Lomachenko said, I can't be fighting a young guy like that, or
Yeah,
that's a dangerous young guy like that.
He feels like it's high risk, low reward, but at the end of the day, everything makes sense. If he was to fight me, he would get more money than if he was to fight anybody else. The fans really want to see me and him fight more than they would want to see him and Comey or Tiafimo. It makes all the sense in the world, but who knows what's going on their side. But if I was so easy, he would get me out the way just like everyone else.
Franchise champion, good or bad for boxing? Because it kind of leaves you in a 50-50 position.
Yeah.
My comment section went off when you got to say, oh, he's ducking. Oh, he's trying to pull a Floyd Mayweather, the biggest opponent. You should read my comment section on some of the videos.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I don't know. It depends on what side you're on. If you're on my side, then it's bad. If you're on the other side, then it's good. So, it's all opinion. But one thing I can say is I don't think that you can be that he can become undisputed without fighting me.
How can you make that fight now in your greatest opinion?
How can I make the fight happen?
The Lomachenko fight. Because he's a franchise champion, he has no mandatories anymore for the WBC. So
I mean,
you gotta give up something.
it's what it sounded like is that he's going to fight for all the belts, even though he doesn't have the WBC world title anymore. He has a franchise belt. I feel like he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight for all the belts, and then he's just gonna move down. I don't see him fighting me, honestly.
You said it's all about your legacy, and you're fighting in his prime, but you're really not obsessed with it.
Yeah. That's one thing, and people are kind of like twisting it up that I really care about Lomachenko so bad. Honestly, I wanted the title, and I got the title, and I'm ready to defend it against whoever. If I don't fight Lomachenko ever in my career, it doesn't make or break me. I'm young. I'm 20 years old. I'm the youngest world champion in boxing. That's an accomplishment within itself. If I never fight Lomachenko, then fine. But if we're gonna fight, let's do it now. We don't want to wait.
Now, do you have any regrets that you didn't have that moment in the ring, like a Caleb Plant? You see the poster up there when you get the belt and you fell off to his knees and cried.
Yeah. I mean,
his father.
Of course, it would have been, I would have loved to have that moment. But at the end of the day, they can't take it away from me. I fought my way up. I fought my way through the ranks. And at the end of the day, I was number one. I was mandatory. I had the intern belt, and I knew maybe that this was possible to happen. So it didn't happen the way that I expected. But this is only one of many. So I'm gonna win many world titles, and I'll get that moment.
Now you're in charge now. So how does Devin Haney want to navigate his world champion career now?
I don't know. I mean, it's still like, you know, it's still crazy to me as of right now. No, I haven't got my belt. Well, the interim belt and the world title is the same exact belt, but my picture's on that one too. So yeah, so it's the same exact belt, but they're mailing me. Yeah, they're gonna mail me another one. But you know, I'm on November 9th. I'm defending my world title. And that's the start of it.
You're defending it on November 9th?
I'm defending my world title on November 9th.
Because in the convention, you know Mauricio said that it's a non-title fight.
Yeah, well, things change, and November 9th, November 9th, I'll be defending my world title.
Ryan Garcia was supposed to face your opponent.
Yeah, no, I'm not fighting him. I'm not. Peter Petrov is no longer my opponent. We should have an announcement, you know, in a day or two. But he's a guy ranked in the top 15. Because at the end of the day, I felt like, you know, I wanted to defend my belt. You know, I've been getting a lot of flack, and I feel like it was the right thing to do is to defend the belt in my next fight.
How do you see 2020 playing out for you? Do you see that big fight for you that's going to cement you as the lead fighter, even though you feel that yourself? Some people already see it, but obviously a win over like a Lomachenko would even prove it that much more. But
in 2020, I definitely want that big fight. You know, a lot of fighters have been, you know, running their mouth since I won the world title. With these guys who, before I had the world title, they was nowhere to be found. You know, but I definitely want to make that big fight happen in 2020. You know, maybe we can get on with Luke Campbell or whoever. You know, whoever steps up to the plate, I'm willing to make it happen, and then move up to 140. You know, 135 is not easy for me to make, and I've been saying this for a long time. World title or not, you know, I will be moving up soon.
Speaking of 140, what was your reaction to Regis and Devin? What was your...
I actually didn't get a chance to watch the whole fight. I seen the last 3 rounds.
Prior to the zone?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm just asking.
No, I was working out at that time. You know, but I caught the last few rounds. But yeah, I thought Regis, you know, he looked like he tired out, but that's my boy. I was rooting for him. Fred got jokes today.
Speaking on youth, brother, I think your youth is something that's kind of feared in this game because from watching you work out, it's my actual first time watching you work out, and you seem like you're pretty advanced in your boxing now. Yeah. Who did you watch?
I didn't train with the best of the best, the top trainers. You know, but right now my dad is my head trainer. But I didn't train with Floyd Senior, Mike McCallum, Virgil Hunter. You know, you name it. Roy Jones, Mayweather has gave me, you know, many pointers. You know, I learned from the best, and I'm thankful for that. And you know, I'm way more advanced than my age.
Definitely.
You know what? I always hear that they compare you to Floyd. Today was my first time watching you train, and it did remind me of when I used to watch Floyd train his meeting things.
Yes, sir.
You were doing 10-minute rounds right now.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
And another thing that your father has in place for you that I feel is going to suit you and benefit you for the long haul is that he got a good group of older cats around you.
Yeah. You know, I got a good team behind me, and you know, that's important. You know, you always got to have. You're only as good as your team. You know, nobody could do it. You know, by themselves.
You seem like you adjusted to the limelight pretty good, man.
Yes, sir. I mean, I was built for it.
How'd you celebrate? How'd you celebrate your belt?
I mean, I didn't really get a chance to celebrate because I knew that I had a fight November 9th. So I just, you know, talked my shit on Twitter a little bit, and that was it. That's how I celebrated.
I seen you tweeted out, I think it was there yesterday, said if anybody feels any kind of way about it, if you can take this belt and take it.
Yeah, because I keep hearing all these fighters, they got something to say, but you know, if they want you know, to come, if they want to come, you know, contest me, if they feel like I don't deserve it, well, just come take it from me. You know, if it was that easy, just come take it.
Should you be a franchise champion now? Because you don't have to defend the belt, you just have to get the belt.
Should I be a franchise?
Yeah, because Lomachenko never defended the belt, he just got the belt. So should you be a franchise champion now?
No, I'm not. No. Nah. Only thing I don't like about the franchise title is that somebody can't like. One thing I feel like it should be a 50-50 fight. If we fighting, one fighter should be able to win the belt, or the other fighter should be able to win the belt. So that's why I don't feel is right when Teofimo and Comey, when they fight him, that they still would have to come fight me. Even if they beat him, they still got to come fight me to become undisputed. I don't think that's right.
I mean, not according to Mauricio.
What do you say?
He said, you know, the winner of that fight is undisputed.
No, he said. I thought he said that.
He said that in his interview.
Yeah, like that's what I said. That's why I said it's confusing. Then at the end, he just was like, "Look, it's confusing to me too." So I guess they gonna do some updating.
So they get the franchise belt then. So
It's no belt.
franchise title.
It's no title.
It's a status.
So it's no way that they can be
It's
undisputed.
like a college degree. They can't take it from you. You got
Exactly.
it.
So it's no ways you could be
But you
undisputed.
heard Calm already. Everybody know he was lightweight king or whatever he said, right? Like they feel without that belt, he's still gonna be undisputed.
That's not right. What do y'all think?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
but you know it's gonna take mainstream media. It's gonna take the Rayfields, the Iolis, you know, the Coppingers to write and say, if Vasil wins, he's not undisputed.
Yeah,
Because
I
if
mean,
they write
yeah.
the other way, they got
Yeah.
the casual's mind.
Yeah, no, it's that's definitely not right. You know, like I said, it should be 50-50, and it's no way that if he's the man, why didn't he just fight me? He could have just got me out the way. If it was so easy, I promise you, he would have just fought me. Why not? Why didn't he? Is there a reason why he said he
slows
didn't
down the
fight?
process though.
What process?
You got to fight in November. Then Teofimo
No,
and they fight in December.
But look, if me and Lomachenko was fighting, it would be no fight in November.
Oh, you mean you would just go straight into his fight?
Of course, it would have been it would have either not been for the world title or I would have fought Lomachenko for the world titles. There were titles too. He got more than one belt. So I would have fought him for the titles, and then Comey and Teofimo would have fought, and then the winner would have fought. It was definitely more than enough time.
Do you remember the conversation Bob had at the press conference for the 140-pound unification? When we was in the press room, he basically said there's basically no way you're going to get these belts. Do you remember that? He had so many words.
Yeah.
And it just came to fruition a couple months later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's crazy how boxing works. You know, it's crazy how boxing works. But you know, like I said, I'm happy that I'm world champion, and I'm willing to fight whoever.
Devin, can you just break down November 2nd for Ryan Garcia and December 14th for Teofimo Lopez? What happens in their fights?
I think that Ryan Garcia. I actually sparred with Duno for his fight with Ryan Garcia. I feel like Ryan should beat him. I don't think that he doesn't pose like too much of a threat. I think that Golden Boy lined it up perfect. You know, I think Ryan Garcia should beat him. But Teofimo, I got Teofimo beating him. A lot of people are saying that Comey's gonna win, but honestly, I think Teofimo gonna make the adjustments. He'll go in there and box, and he's gonna use his speed to win.
Yeah, and last thing, how far before we see those fights between you guys, given that they keep winning? And
hopefully 2020, you know, hopefully 2020 we can make the biggest fights happen. You know, because I'm tired of the fans waiting and saying that this fight needs to build up. It needs to build up. I think it's as big as possible right now, and we should make it happen.
Very cool. Appreciate you, Devin. Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
I want to see you.